So, a bit of a channeled message, followed by some tarot and some oracle guys, and we will allow spirit to lead. Shouldn't be a very long message for anybody who wants to join. If you don't have much time, this is a good one to join. So, hearing it's like a warning a little bit. This is honestly like a little bit of a warning, guidance, really an oracle guidance without the cards already. And give it a moment here for anybody to come in if they would like, and if not, I trust that this message will reach whoever is needed to reach. First of all, I'm hearing keep your peace. Keep your peace. Peace is a huge message today, especially with the eclipse here, guys. I'm not an astrologer, but I've definitely heard messages and downloads in regards to this eclipse today. I seem to be in tune without even having the studies of astrology or not. I seem to have an inclination and intuition connected to it, because as I do talk to people who are astrologers, they seem to get similar messages, and that's pretty cool. So I'm sure I'll be studying those things over the years, the alignments and astrology, our chart, and things like that. Clear the way is important, but the downloaded message here, I'm going to take a look at something. I'll be right back, and then we'll start that download, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. It's okay if nobody's here. You can watch it later if you'd like. But welcome. I'm Natasha with Encompass Awe LLC, and what I am here to share today off the rip is that wealth is not just money. And the warning here is to not obsess and focus so much on money that you miss your blessing when it is there. Like, say you are in a family dynamic. Hello, Blossom Boutique. That's a beautiful name. Gorgeous. Wealth is not just money and possessions, okay? It is who is in your life. It is your health. It is having a bed. It is having a car. It is having somebody next to you. It's having friends. Okay. Someday I'm going to give you guys, hello, Harper Troop. Hi. Thanks for being top fans, guys. Welcome. There was a time in my life, I am going to share a little bit, okay? There was a time in my life when I almost had everything. Everything you could dream of. Okay. A boy, a girl, children. I had a husband. I had a, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. I had a family. I had a very lucrative, wonderful, small used car business that was plenty of money. And I ran it and I sold things and I loved running it for 15 years. But about, I'm going to guess, around like 10 years in, we had our mansion. We had just built it together. And somehow it just wasn't enough. Not for me. Okay, I'm not talking bad about my ex. We all have different lessons we've learned through time. For me, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're part of the family now, Harper. I'm so glad. I'm so grateful. But for him, it was like he had to get new car dealership license and cars and make more money off of that. Even though our life was low bills at the time, we owned a brand new home. We had a brand new truck. You know, we had all the things that you could want. And if we would have just kept things the way that they were and finally lived instead of working and being obsessed with the next thing, the next catch, the next thing, and wearing out our family and not putting it, that wasn't the only contributing factor. And the focus isn't that I'm sad that he's gone. It's not. What I'm saying is wealth is not just money. You can have all the money in the world. And if you don't have that person next to you, if you don't have the time with your children and to hear their laugh, if you don't have a breath to enjoy your own essence, your gorgeous, beautiful essence, then what is wealth? To me, you can have all the millions in the world, and that's what Spirit is warning somebody today. And maybe more than one somebody, that don't be so fixated on having it all that you miss what you have. You know? And what I have here at the beginning of this, what is this? This is the Herbery Tarot deck, is the Way of the Water. Don't allow yourself to be fixated on any material thing so much that you forget to flow and enjoy life. And the tree here makes me feel like the tree of life. And these roots make me feel like family and friends and things you've already experienced. And just flowing and enjoying it when you're in those presences, in those energies, and not being so obsessed on the outside of your lifestyle and on the outside of your goals. Goals are gorgeous, guys. I'm a goal freaking go getter, okay? Oh my gosh, look at that. Sorry for getting distracted. I'm excited about my new gray hairs, and this one seems to be a new one, so sorry. But you have a pocket of protection around you, okay? And some of you may be tight in finances, so that's why you're fixated on finances. But sometimes that can push away our blessings that's coming to us and make us be distracted from what we already have, okay? But you have a spiritual, celestial team around you, pocketing you and protecting you, and even some friends around you that are holding you up in prayer and in their manifestations, okay? Some of you, this is a cyclic thing. Like, this isn't your first time being focused on stuff and worries and concerns that you accidentally put relationships and family or what's most important behind, and you just don't know. Time is just flying. Another month is behind you, another day is behind you, okay? And I'm somebody that losing that mansion to my divorce, I had broken some materialism in myself. Okay, I might still have a little bit in there. But be careful of materialism. Be careful of putting matter before important matters and valuable matters like connections and relationships and being in touch with yourself or giving yourself rest. Okay? Do take time, especially today, in the next couple days, but tonight, to envision the future, and not just to manifest the future, but to release and let go of what no longer serves you by just saying, I release, maybe I forgive, guys. That doesn't mean you like the people or the fact that maybe you didn't take yourself into the best situations in the past. If you're like me, you may be dealing with forgiveness for yourself. Say hi. Hi, Harper Trooper. Hi, Party with Park. Cool name. Yes, hello. Sorry, my earbud just feels a little loose. I kind of like it loose, honestly, but it just feels like it's going to fall out. But envision the future, okay? And yeah, this can be any age. You can envision the future. You can plan and let the universe bring some things to you. I'm going to look at something. Give me 2 seconds, guys, okay? And then I want to tell you another part of the download I got a little bit ago, okay? This channel is not a channel to go into the religious debate or to rebuke me or to talk about the future. And actually, when I was a Christian, I was telling people about the future and now. And I'm not going to argue on this channel, but if you do continue to stay on this subject, I'll block you, okay? Because we're not blocking the reception of love here. And I don't know if you know, but Yeshua Yamashiach was love, not this, what you're doing. I'm not doing evil here, okay? Thank you. Do take time to envision the future and be intentful. You are setting an intention. Okay. Let me think about, I got a little distracted. Oh, that's okay. So thank you. Let me get back here. Clear the way is what I'm hearing. It'll come back to me, whatever I forgot. Okay. But clear the way for things to come in. And that's what aligning with this eclipse is about. Okay. The eclipse is here to unveil things that were hidden in the shadow, and not to torture you, not to harm you, but to let you know what needs released, what needs forgiven. Okay, so that you can have a bigger capacity to expand, to create. We are all creators, okay? And you are a sacred space, and this is why it's very important. One of the reasons why it's very important to release what isn't best for you anymore, okay? We are one. And when I see this card, I see that you and all the parts of yourself are one. And sometimes people try to look at something that other people don't think is good about them, and then they dichotomize it and they put it in they put it into compartments, like this is not good of me and this is good of me. This is not good of me. This is good of me. That's evil and this is good. But what if it's all you? What if you learn how to utilize all the parts of yourself and when to use it? Right? Absolutely. Absolutely. You're welcome to be here. I love having you here. Okay, but this is about becoming harmonized in yourself and loving yourself so deeply and protecting that. Okay? Just because you love you more doesn't mean you don't love other people. It just means that you are critically important at this time, and you always should be. And you are defying gravity by some of the things that you are manifesting and bringing into this light. Okay? It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. Not a single person does anything have to make sense. Oh, thank you. I just changed them yesterday. Thank you. Inner sanctum. This clearing is so that your energy, your love energy, can flow through you so beautifully. So beautifully, okay? I tried to do a video the other day of a dance, okay? And YouTube took it down. But I tried to do a video that allows sensual energy to flow through our body. I don't mean intimate energy. What I'm saying is loving energy to flow through your body will allow healing and blockages to move through and out, okay? And you can even do that through breath work. But Spirit is really influencing me to start doing dance videos so that you can do it with me. You can even do your own moves or my own moves. I don't care. But as long as it's welcoming, the flow of the energies through our body to not be stuck. Because you deserve not to be stuck. Okay? And each day, if you feel disappointed with yourself or you find yourself getting caught up on those old feelings or an old story or your emotions, okay, just start fresh. There's no reason. What we focus on grows, okay? So you see how this person is holding, and look, there's life growing on her hands or his hand, it doesn't matter. You see how there's life growing around this? And he's focusing on something that's growing. That's what I'm telling you. Don't strive for what you don't have so much that you lose what you have. Okay? Also, continue to grow in your wealth that you are. Your